welcome back to my channel. Today's layout is another 12 by 12 layout, and this is for another challenge over and Dotty About Flair, and it was a Valentine's challenge, and there was several challenges in the mini crop, and this was a love of places, and it was challenge number 6. So you had to scrap one of your places that you love. So I decided to scrap these photos of me and my little boy out on a walk, and we just love to be outside. He loves to be outside, should I say. He'd be outside all the time if he could. Sun, rain, it doesn't matter. He'd be quite happy. So these paints are just a cheap set off Amazon. They're metallic-y paints, got like a pearlescent finish to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a grid layout, but I'm going to do it in a different style. I'm not going to do it in the the usual 4x4. I wanted to use some of the wood grain paper as well, and this was from an old Cocoa Vanilla collection. I'm not usually a lover of wood grain paper, but this paper was perfect. My little boy had a little like a brown cord jacket on, and you could see the sand and the ground, and obviously it's all like mucky and stuff, so the wood grain paper was perfect for this layout. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to add a little piece of the wood grain paper to the right hand side, and then these two pieces on the left and the right, I'm going to add some them embellishments on the left hand side are going to go in there. So this is just like a turquoisey watercolour, and then the embellishments are going to be coordinating with some turquoises and some wood effect. So I'm just adding some of this watercolour to these places, just using the packaging technique, and I'll add some splatters to them as well. So this is the way I want the layout to look. I'm just going to add that piece of wood grain paper there to the top right is going to be where my title is going to go, and I'm just deciding that is definitely the way I want it to look. So I was going to just leave the two pieces to the left and the right on the bottom, and then decided to go with a bit more a bit of browny metallic-y sort of watercolour. These paints are so pretty, and they're only a cheap set, but I'm really happy with the way they look on the cardstock. We've got a really shimmery finish to them, and you'll be able to see that a little bit better in the close-ups at the end. But yeah, the colours are really pretty. And I also got two more cheap sets from the range as well. They were only £1 a packet, and you get like, I think it's like 5 or 6 colours in them. I've done a colour swatch on them, and they're amazing as well. I'm not sure how long they'll last, because I'm not sure how much paint is actually in the pans of colours, but to give it a try with some metallic paint, it's definitely worth giving them a try. So just laying my photos out, just deciding, this is where I decide I think I want a bit more colour on the layout. I'm just trying out my title. That's a Bramble Fox perspective, captured. That was in the February Fox box. So now I'm deciding I'm going to have the wood grain border round the edges of my cardstock. So just getting that stuck into place. I'll distress the edges of the white card. I trimmed I think it was about 1 inch off each side, maybe a bit too much. but I'm still quite happy with the way it looks. So distress the edges with my scissors, and just going to get that stuck into place around the edges, making sure it's straight, because it would really annoy me if it wasn't straight. Just getting rid of some of that excess tape. I've just put a bit too much double-sided tape on there, so just getting rid of that. I'm also going to use a couple of the dotty flares, which are from the monochrome sets, and they're in like a turquoisey blue colour as well. The monochrome sets come in a full range of colours, and they've got stripes, stars, a plain flare, a heart, and they're in, like I say, a full range of colours: black, pink, purple, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark blue, light blue, turquoise. So yeah, they're definitely perfect for adding to layouts. So just going round the edges of my cardstock and distressing the edges a bit, just ripping a couple of pieces here and there, just to add some interest to the edges of the layout, just so it doesn't look too straight. So this is where I've just added some machine stitching border around the card, and I've gone for brown, I think it was brown around the edge, and then just a strip, a line of stitching down each side into where the embellishments are going to go. So now it's time to build that layout, making sure I'm happy with my embellishments that I'm going to be using. There'll be a flare on each side, some Bramble Fox hearts, the gold hearts from the new limited edition collection. I've got some turquoise stars, which I've had in my stash for a while, and a couple of turquoise hearts, and also going to be adding some turquoise thread underneath each flare, one in the bottom right corner and one in the top left corner of them embellishment clusters. So also part of this challenge 6 was to include hearts of some kind. So I found this little cut apart, I think it was from a Simple Stories collection, with a little green heart on. I've got the perspective hearts, and I've also got that little camera as well. I was going to see if I could add some extra hearts. I came across these two little wooden veneer pieces and a wooden veneer arrow that can go in there, because it all ties in with the colour scheme. And my little boy, if you look at the bottom picture, he's actually crouched down and he was watching a swan. And then all of a sudden I come across, well, I've got these little owls, these little wooden veneer owls, excuse me, but I also come across a little swan, a wooden veneer swan. It's actually pink glitter on one side and just plain on the other, so that was perfect to add into that as well. I think that stays on the layout. Just seeing if I can find anything else to add into there. It's pretty much all the embellishments that I use on this layout. Is pretty much everything you can see there. But here we are now. This is the layout, just about. I'm happy with the way it is. You can see now that I've added some more of the turquoise watercolour to the top, and I've also added some more splatters to the top as well. So now I'm just getting all my pieces, edges distressed. The photos have been backed onto some white cardstock, as always, and then it's time to just get everything stuck down. So yeah, I'm just coming in now with some enamel dots in some turquoisey colours, dotting some of them about. I've also added some little puffy stickers from L Studio. I've got Adventure, Super Fun and Let's Go to the right hand side, and to the left hand side with the clusters there. Also just making sure my edges are nice and distressed. And yeah, that's my layout just about done. So just going to add some my journaling in down the bottom. Decided just to use a normal pen instead of a fine line pen. And yeah, that's my layout finished. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and head over to DAF, grab yourself some flares. They had some great eye-catching little pieces to your layouts, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the close-ups. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.